boards for a long time. It's kind of funny. Just a funny thing to point out there.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes that doesn't translate over to actual gameplay, like in the professional scene. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm pub stomping, I'm getting all this MMR, but then you're like, oh god, this is hard. And for Excalibur, it looked like he was never truly comfortable playing with Meepwn'd, or at least playing in this professional scene. He played really well the last series he was in, which I believe was against Complexity, but since then, I mean, they got existing. They looked very comfortable. All 5 of them, they look really solid together.
Keep in mind, though, that was a Complexity that was running a Spirit Breaker as a 1 carry and aggressive tri-lane, and had no carry. So.
That's true. But at the same time, in defense of Meepwn'd, my Insanity's draft yesterday, let's just say F4L was not happy about the drafts. He's usually pretty he's like, okay, we'll see if this can work and stuff like that. He likes to give the benefit of the doubt to the teams, but I mean, even I was like, these drafts, man, I don't know. They were kind of sketchy.
What did they draft? Do you remember off the top of your head?
It was, God, man. All right, hold on.
It's hard. It's hard sometimes.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'm going to, go through during Dota and hope to God that I can find it. Otherwise, this is going to be...
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, God, no. It's not even on.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll look it up
It'll
myself.
come back to me, I'm sure. They had, Chug, and their second draft was okay, but they just didn't have any real supports to help out. The first game was, they picked Shadow Fiend with a Drow Ranger, and they had, another ranged hero with Drow Ranger that wasn't, one of the standard ones. They also had, a Visage. They just had, they had no control in these team fights. They had, no Invoker. They had no way to control any of the team fights, and they would just get wrecked. I don't know. And I like the idea of Shadow Fiend with a Drow Ranger, but,
You don't really need it, though, for the laning stage at all. That's what your raises are for.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he got ganked 8 times in the first 10 minutes of the game. He got actually wrecked.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, Ninjas in Pajamas, they've got a weird draft. Speaking of interesting drafts coming up so far, they got a Lion, Venomancer, and a Wisp to be paired up with a Slark. So I'm guessing Venomancer has a core, probably mid. And then the Lion and the Wisp to help out the carry, which is going to be, let's see, PA was banned out, Tiny is banned out. Other good notable options are, well, I guess that's going to be the Slark, so that'll probably be the one that he's paired with. So they're probably looking for an off lane here. The Bat was banned out from Meepwn'd, so they're on the same page. Faces Void to round things off. This is a very, very nice and well-rounded draft here from Meepwn'd. AA Venge, very common support pairings. Both of them work nicely with the Faceless Void. Both of them work nicely with a Troll as well. And then Nature's Prophet. I'm guessing Nature's Prophet will be offlane. They'll be farming the Void. And probably Troll mid, so we'll see though.
That I actually haven't seen Nature's Prophet offlane in ages, it feels like. Or that hero just doesn't get picked in general. So I don't know why.
I don't know why. I still think he's very, very good. I mean, there's certain heroes that are very good against him, like Ember Spirit's good, Spirit Breaker is very, very good, but these heroes aren't even picked up as much anymore anyway, so... I mean, I guess Spirit Breaker's kind of on the rise.
Occasionally.
Yeah, if you're watching
if he's put in the one position, then maybe not. I remember the last year they had, that was a core hero in the game against my Insanity. Okay, so it was Queen of Pain off lane, with the Shadow Fiend mid and a Drow safe lane. Oh my. What a disaster that was for my Insanity. That's alright. They played really well up until that series. Now NiP and Meepwn'd going toe-to-toe. Probably these are the 2 teams that I would have favored, I think, going into the tournament. One of them has to actually get eliminated today, so we'll see how this goes. The Lion, Slark, Io, Venomancer, pretty solid lineup coming up from NiP. And they have the last pick coming as well. They have a lot of reserve time left. This is a very long draft. It's taking a while, but we'll see what they go for. I'm interested to see if they go for the Weehob Faceless Void from Meepwn'd, so...
Well, speaking of Spirit Breaker, I actually think it wouldn't be bad here as an offlane. It's really good against Nature's Prophet. It's quite good against the Faceless Void too. You can pretty much stun lock him at least until after your ulti. So you charge him, you can maybe bash him in that 2 seconds that they're stunned. Ult him, he's stunned again. It's pretty good. Wonder if that's what they go for. It's also really, Spirit Breaker's really good in global strats too, with Wisp and Slark, just because you can start off with a charge, and then no matter where the Wisp and the whoever is, they can join in. So we'll see what they go
the
for.
Initiation, yeah. Like you charge somebody, they get stunned up and then relocated by that point in time. It's finished, and so you have somebody pretty much locked down, and then you relocate in, and boom, you're good to go. But they need to pick something. They getting
All right.
Enigma. I don't know about this one. This is a crazy pick, but I'm down for it. Let's see the offer. Let's go.
Huh. Okay. It's interesting that they pick it into a Vengeful Spirit and into a Faceless Void. That just seems a little bit weird to me. Who is it? Oh yeah, Aaron AC uses this term a lot with lineups that just feel like they're very squishy and they don't have a lot to do other than just I don't know. It's hard to describe, but he says the word thin, and that's all that comes to mind with me. It's like it seems thin to me.
No tanky bad boys here for ninjas in pajamas.
Sure.
Maybe Slark kind of to a certain extent, but
yeah, kind of. But even then, against a troll,
oh yeah,
he doesn't. Nobody really feels tanky against a troll.
They might get obliterated. The IO's going to be working overtime with his overcharge to try to keep some heroes alive. So we'll see how it goes.
Overtime with overcharge.
That's right, exactly. Get those O's in there. The alliteration. I'm the alliterator.
Yeah, good work.
Nice. Well, okay, what do we got going on here? Yeah, this is going to be a top tri lane coming out, and looks like 8 Mother probably plays the Venomancer mid. And then, yeah, it is the off-lane Enigma, which I'm kind of like, I don't know about that one. But wait and see how it goes. I mean, like, I think it's cool. I think that it's cool they're trying this out, but some crazy picks happening, like, in the past few days. Okay, so... and
God.
it didn't end well.
Like, are you sure it's a support or?
I'm sure it was like dual lanes, and he was one of the supports. Yeah, he was definitely support.
What?
Yeah, he was like level 10 at like 30 minutes into the game or something.
That just sounds so bad.
They did okay. They somehow survived in the early game, and actually, Meepwn'd played so aggressively that they actually kind of they were getting a little too aggressive, and they got killed a couple of times. And then they just turned it on. We hit like every single chrono like from that point on, and they just dominated. It was nice.
That's funny because I was just thinking last night. I was watching DAC, and Fogged was talking about how he thinks Darkseer is a shit hero, and I actually think Darkseer is quite good. I really do. I think if you get an Ags on him with a Blink, you're always in the game, no matter what. No matter what. Ags with Blink on Darkseer, because if you ever see how much those illusions will do just with their auto attacks, it's freaking insane, man.
They destroy you. Yeah, that was like one of my favorite heroes to play. Like, get Ags first. Like Ags, yeah, that's actually just such a good hero.
It's so good, and then you get the auras too that hero provides. I really like Darkseer.
I can understand why he doesn't like it though, because it takes so long to get up in terms of levels and like actually be effective in the game. That's my main issue with him.
The thing is, you have to make sure you draft him around heroes that can benefit with the Iron Shell. So it has to be melee heroes mostly. Yeah. And when he was drafted last night, they had Juggernaut on their team, so that's why I was like, it's really good. But
yeah, like
anyway,
Juggernaut PA is pretty good, and I think it's a good hero.
Yeah,
well, exactly. He's not in this game currently. We actually have an off-lane Enigma. Darkseer might have been a better choice for Neosim fan, but Pilot Eye taking a lot of her ass coming out from these Eidolons.
He really is, actually.
He is standing way too close up, and he will be fine, but be careful with these Eidolons. They're just going to hit him again. Like, I don't know what he thought was going to happen there.
He actually almost just solo died to Enigma. And he might still. I don't know. This is really weird.
He has no salve. Weehaw really wants to get this Magic Missile mana. He's actually 10 mana away, just running up and kind of just taking right-click damage because Yonason fan has a longer attack range. And Io, or rather Hani, excuse me, on the Ancient Apparition's pulling. I was on the other side. I should remember that. But yeah, this is going to be kind of an awkward tri-lane. But Exist in the mid lane playing the Troll Warlord until 8 Mother can get some levels in his Plague Wards. This should be a pretty okay lane, but still, we'll see.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that they has actually been less successful in pro play. Okay, this seems to be a very good combo though, generally. The Troll plus the Void. But apparently has a very low win rate, so.
Yeah, actually... And because of Battle Trance, do you think you need to go Mask of Madness, or can you go for another item?
You still go Mask of Madness, no matter what. It's just like the item for Void.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely go Mask of Madness, but up top lane, we got Simba here trying to stick it out for this bounty rune. He does get it. He's actually going to do a lot of auto attack. Oh, nope.
They're chasing him down. Hanskin is like, I need to get close for an Earth Spike or a Hex, but he is so far away. And they're fast, but they're not that fast.
Yeah. So it looks like both offlanes are having equal trouble, except Enigma. One of the better things about Enigma offlane is that if you do transfer into the jungle, you actually farm quite fast. So, since it is one of the fastest, if not the fastest farming jungler hero in the game.
Yeah, this is fine because usually you'll see offlanes head to the jungle anyways, like, and kind of just like abandon the lane. So I think this is an okay choice. And the same can be said for the Nature's Prophet. He could go to the jungle. So again, we'll probably just see both lanes abandoned. Meanwhile, Whirling Axe is chilling touch going. 8 Mother in some trouble. He's gonna get Whirling Axe, and again in the melee form, the right click's gonna be there. Exist will get the first plug. TP from Seal Kid, just kind of time wasted there. Really good rotation, really good invis rune from Hani to pick up, and they get the kill.
Yep, a nice TP there from Simba. I thought it was going to be useless, but I actually don't know if they get that kill without the TP. So that's going to be good for him. He'll move into the jungle. Hits level 3, and that will significantly help his farming, because level 1 treants is pretty bad.
They're awful.
Getting only 2 of them. But yep, so Enigma farming in the jungle, Furion farming in the jungle. The one perk of Furion farming in the jungle over the Enigma is that Furion can always help out at any given time with his TP being up. Whereas Enigma kind of just sits there and farms, doesn't really help. Maybe slowly pushes once he hits level 5, but...
It's like, guys, I don't have Black Hole yet, I can't fight.
Yeah.
It's like the bane of every like player that plays like ranked games existence. Like, can you just be involved? Can you just come and gank the lane? Is that possible?
Oh, the old jungle doom. We know it well. If you play US East.
Guys, I don't have my Midas yet. I can't gank.
I gotta get my Midas, my Phase Boots, and my Shadow Blade, okay?
It's like, yeah. Literally 20 minutes later, he comes out of the jungle. It's like, we had a Doom? It's the best. Well, I think Jonas and Fan will be a bit more involved than what we see in ranked games, hopefully. So, and already we've seen Simba get involved in some of these ganks. And 4 minutes into the game, a bit quiet. Top lane, you have Era farming up a storm. 23 CS for both of the carries. Era sitting top, Weehaw sitting bottom. Weehaw again very comfortable on this Faceless Void. Fresh as he's been known to be called in chat. I didn't get that joke until the other day when I saw it in chat. You kept making it. I was just like, I don't get it. And then I'm like, oh.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I mean I knew, but like I just didn't I didn't understand.
Oh.
I thought you were calling We Fresh because I thought he was like fresh or something, not because. All right, never mind. I was just making myself sound like an idiot.
Clean.
Exists. Oh, he cancels the TP. Simba's gonna come in to help out. There might be an Earth Spike here. Mirage is so slow. He gets hexed up. He might fall Magic Missile. He should have used it, I believe, on the Hans Pilot Eye trying to get Seal Kid. He does get the kill. 1-4 trade. He might get 8 Mother 2. Simba TP's in, and that's gonna be another kill going their way. Meepwn'd turning it around. They lose Exist, but he says worth it. Worth it. As he gets 2 kills, or his team does anyway.
Yep, that's pretty good for them. They do got the boots onto the Lion, though, and he does get some nice levels, but definitely a better trade there for Meepwn'd. And I think that Era has just been missing a few CS up here. He didn't go any other really stat items, like didn't upgrade into the Poor Man's. And this is a 5-minute Midas, but he's got absolutely nothing else. I'm looking, he's got 4 CS under the Void, and that's a Void that had to deal with crap from the Enigma, had to deal with a couple of conversions, so that's been missing some CS, unfortunately.
I'd say, honestly, Slark is almost deceptively hard to CS with. At least
it is, yeah, dude, I hate that guy's animation, man.
It's pretty bad, man. It pisses me off.
Because it's actually not the lowest damage. I always look at him like, dude, I'm hitting for like 62. It's not that bad. What's wrong with me? But it just feels so wonky, you know?
It does. It actually pisses me off until like I get an attack speed item like Midas or Treads or anything. It just is like, I should be killing this creep. Like, I'm timing it perfectly. Faceless Void is definitely one of the better animations for sure, though, and his damage is already pretty good. Mirage is going to get Venomous Scale, but he's still going to make it to the top rune spot with a Haste Rune. And, yeah, honestly, this is looking pretty good for Meepwn'd right now. Although the 3 of the top 4 CS go to NiP, obviously in the jungle. The Enigma having a very good time, has his Tranquils, has his Soul Ring, so he's pretty farmed. And he also has Black Hole ready. No Midnight Pulse. Usually you see at least 1 point skilled into this, but he's going for the classic build, the Maleficent and Demonic Conversion build, so...
Yep. Well, this is attributed to us Hanis who know Enigma quite well, as this was like the best hero in Han for a good 2 years, and so you can see just how well he farmed despite moving into the jungle very, very late. But that's the discrepancy here: 35 CS for him compared to the 15 on the Furion, and they're actually smoking towards mid.
Black Hole's may go. Oh, he has the Haste Rune. They can't kill him. They didn't know that was the top rune that he picked up. That's huge. Jonas Fan was ready to get that Black Hole off. He actually lost mana when he used the Maleficent. Actually, no, he had enough mana. He just used the demonic conversion, so.
Yeah, he had Soul Ring up and ready to go. It was just kind of an awkward way to gank, knowing that he had the haste rune. So they must not have been looking
Yeah,
at
I
his
don't
bottle.
think so. So Exist is like, you're not black holding me, and he'll just continue to CS from afar. And actually, Troll and his right-click damage, plus the fact that he's ranged, can just clear out these plague wards very quickly. And this push might get stifled early on here for NiP. We'll see. And also, you might see a TP rotation coming in from Weehaw. He is nearby. He does have Chronosphere and Mask of Madness. They're going to smoke up. They might even do the good old wraparound. Paladin and Weehaw got to go through the backside. Everyone else is leaving from NiP. They might be looking for this 8-minute rune top rune spot. Hanskin and Seal Kid might get caught with the Chrono if they're not careful. And they might just catch him. Seal Kid, Hanskin, Chrono, Magic Missile's gonna go, Chrono's gonna be up. No, he gets hexed up. He gets hexed, he didn't pop it off in time. They're looking for Hanskin. Seal Kid is maybe gonna get caught. Seal Kid already falls, and Hanskin's gonna go down as well. They get 2 kills. They don't even need the Chrono on the 2. They get 2 anyways. Nice play coming out from Meepwn'd.
Really, really easy. And the damage output from Void is so high onto these very, like we said, squishy and kind of thin heroes. And the only problem he's going to have is if Era pops that ulti before the Shadow Dance before he gets chronoed, which is quite easy to do. But that's just one hero, and that's your most important one. He can kill everyone else. They're actually picking him out. He doesn't have ulti though. I don't think they get this kill.
No, yeah, there's no way.
No,
Weehaw might just zone him out, but they do get the tier 1 tower bottom as NiP are pushing, and Hadi actually might get caught as well. Ice Vortex is going to go. Soul Ring, they know he's here. Ice Blast, Hanskin might get soloed if he's not careful. Hadi is going to get hexed up and Earth Spiked as well. Era! Excuse me, Hanskin.
He's blocked by Treants though. Oh.
Midnight Pulse goes, that'll help him out, but Simba's going to get this kill. Yeah, that's pretty good. 1-for-1 trade, the tier 1 going. Meanwhile, top lane, Era getting zoned at by Weehaw and Paladin. Mid lane, Mirage exists, kind of getting zoned by 8-Mother and Seal Kid, so.
This is a nice play by Hani. Like, he knew he was going to die, and he was just impulsive with his ulti. Action up onto Era. He hasn't popped his Shadow Dance just yet, but he's taking a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah, he should know that he's going to pop it now. He's going to regen up a bit. He actually Dark Packs, and Weehaw has to be careful. Salve going for Era. They have no usage of that Wave of Tear. Weehaw time walks away, and now Paladin in some trouble. TP coming out. Weehaw is going to be able to make it away just in time. And Paladin TP's out as well. Ice Blast is going to come through. 8-Mother's going to get hit by the trail, but not the actual impact. And the Plague Ward just a bit late there for 8-Mother. They both get out scot-free. Ooh, scary. Scary stuff.
So Midas coming out from Enigma. I'm a big fan of the buddy system, so Wisp Tiny is the big one, is the most popular. Wisp Slark is actually, I think, really, really strong. I think Wisp Slark is very, very good. And so yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I don't see that enough, honestly, the IO Slark combination.
It's really good. I remember when I was first coming into Dota, it happened against us in one scrim, and we got absolutely annihilated, despite really owning in the in the early game. So I know how strong that is. But yeah, that's the Midas coming out onto Enigma at a pretty decent clip. So he's up to level 9 now. Very, very good farm for him.
Yeah, this is going to allow him to get a lot of items quickly. I mean, you farm pretty quickly in the jungle if you want to, and you can get farm from kills as well, but this will just be that off-lane Midas that you go for, and we may be in trouble here. Black Hole is going to go. It looks like the Malphite. He has the Midnight Pulse, but he actually's not chasing any further. He might have been able to get that Black Hole off. I don't know if he gets the kill, though, even with the Midnight Pulse Black Hole.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I think it'd be close. He would have to have all 6 conversions up or already replicated before he goes for it, if he wanted to actually get it. They also don't have Wisp Relocate up online. Maybe if they did, they start a channel up winning black holes, and then they get the kill easily. But Wisp is very, very close to hit level 6, and I imagine things will change a little bit in favor of NiP once he does.
Seal Kid, yeah, that's actually surprising. It's been a long time, and he hasn't got that 6 yet. He's very close, though. Like, and he's going to have that Relocate very soon, and then they go for some kills, maybe with 8-Mother, probably with Slark. And then Relocate, Poison Nova, something like that. Who knows? I don't know.
That's a pretty weird, awful combo.
Alright, I don't know, dude. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
no, it's good once he gets Blink, but not right now. Not against the Chronosphere.
Bottom lane, Weehaw is going to be pressuring this tower, and now the Nature's Prophet's going to get involved. By the way, going for 1 Null Talisman and a Strength Treads as well. Power Treads currently in. Looks like we've seen the extermination of the 3 Null Tally build, at least for the most part. At least right now. He still might go for them, but...
Dire's bottom
Oh,
What a great
Hanskin's
build
trying
that
to find
was.
opening.
Yeah, Hanskin's actually he's getting surrounded by these trees. Like, get off me.
Oh,
Ice
AOT.
blast. Oh, honey. Snipe long range says, how are you, Hanskin? You're donezo. Meanwhile, top lane, Hani will die for his transgressions, baby. He does get the kill from Seal Kid. Now Era popping off the ultimate. And they get off the use of that Whirling Axe as the range version. Era trying to get out. Now they're going to go for Seal Kid. Tether is available. He'll try to tether all the way down, and he will get to Era in time. Nice
Imagine if
little
he got
juke there from
bashed,
Seal
though.
Kid.
If that was me, I would have got level 1, or I would have got first hit bashed for sure. Lucky guy.
Seriously, RNG's with him. We
That
are
was-
coming up on the backside. Time while Chronosphere, Seal Kid is going to get caught. They can't really protect him. And Era just has to look on in sheer horror as his friend dies. Nice Chrono.
That was just so funny to me how Hanskin died. It's like the worst feeling ever. You already know that your gank was pretty bad, and you're walking in a weird way, and then you're getting body blocked. Oh, that was just a really nice ulti from Hani, who, by the way, has an early Midas of his own. I think he was trying to go for it before he even had boots. Either way, it's very early. He's actually throwing out an ult to Jonas and Fan, and I do believe it's going to clip him. It is.
Yeah, it's going to hit him. Pilot Eye coming in. Swap out. Magic Missile might go, and he is donezo. Nice swap. Nice kill. Really good coordination with Hani to get that kill as well. And, yeah, they're making use of their combos. They're saying, listen, we have Ice Blast. We have Chronosphere. They're making use of their abilities, I should say. And so far, they have a really good... oh, they're relocating on Exist bottom, though. Hanskin just walks in. They don't even need him. The finger comes through, and Hanskin gets a solo kill, pretty much. Nice play. And Era's going to farm bottom while this happens.
Yeah, some of the balls did explode on his face. That's funny. I don't know how else to say it. It's like, you know, Minets from... who was playing for Alliance. He's a friend of mine from Han as well. And we had to deal with that for years in casting, where they were just, what kind of new things could the casters say about my nuts?
Yeah.
You know?
I know Coddle Guy was like, he just, every time he casted, he tried to find a new phrase for it. Like, we talked to him, I talked to him about it. He's like, yeah, he's my favorite player to cast. That's what he told me at the summit. I'm just like, he's such a child, dude. God damn it, Dakota.
It's great. I love it. Got so many funny things to say, but... Here we go, Maelstrom coming up onto the Faceless Void, nothing special. There is a Gale onto Weehaw, but yeah, the one scary thing about this is that Void is very, very good against Wisp, because if you ever try to relocate onto him, or onto a buddy of his that's where the Wisp is nearby, AA ulti actually in the mid, it is going to hit Jonas and Fan yet again. I don't think they deny this mid tower though, they're just slowing it down. But like I was saying, if you relocate onto the Void or if the Void is nearby, it's very, very easy to kill that Wisp instantly. Which means that they're not going to get the relocate out on whoever he's connected to, probably the Slark. So that's the one thing you have to be really, really careful for. As long as the Void Chrono is not up or if the Void's not nearby, you'll be fine. But if he is, it's very, very difficult. Pilot Eye.
He is good TP. No, it's too much damage.
I don't know what he was doing running up there all by himself like that. Like they don't even have vision. I guess he wanted to
right in the vision of this, right into this observer ward, and so Era knew that they were coming up. So
yeah, and he wastes his TP. So that's actually a pretty big deal. In the meantime, they are going for a Roche attempt here with the Enigma, who has the Eidolons and Ape Mother.
yeah, the medallion's been picked up for Jonas Fan, whereas you might see a mech a lot of the time for an Enigma. He goes for the medallion early, but they're going to spot this out. They have Simba's Trent coming in. He's going to walk right into the pit, and they know how low Roche is. They know that they're in here. And Jonas Fan and Ape Mother, they're still in the pit currently, and it's going to take some time for all these heroes to get over. In fact, Weehaw's walking through, and they can chrono here, but they don't have vision. Ice Blast is going to come in. It'll scout it out first and foremost, and they won't hit it onto anybody here. Ape Mother and Jonas Fan are just going to back out, and I'm sure Weehaw's just going to sit nearby, ready to time walk in a moment's notice to get this kill. Relocate mid, though. Magic Missile, Hanskin, Earthspike goes. Exist might die yet again. It's swap out, and Exist is going to try to TP. He will make it away. And Pylai gives his life so that his troll can live. Simba, in the meantime, getting caught out. Malphus goes. There's still no black hole used yet. He has no mana for it. He's going to try to just use his Sprout, but he dies anyways. And all of a sudden, Meepwn'd lose too, and NiP are playing very well, but here comes Weehaw. Jumps in, and boom, he gets a double Chronosphere, gets Jonas and Vandal, turn to 8 Mother, look at the damage. Maelstrom, Faceless Void is gonna get a double kill. Dominating for Weehaw. He takes the game into his own hands and boom, gets a double Chronosphere, double kill.
He definitely doesn't get that double kill without the troll ulti right there. That was really nicely played. I mean, it's not very difficult to do. What am I saying? Like, it's they pressed a chrono and they pressed an R button on troll, but like it's not hard to do. That's just funny to me, that stat that came up earlier, how it's not so effective, because right there, he easily got the +1 with the troll ulti, which I don't think he gets without. So very nice combo there. They're going to take Roshan, though, for sure, though, knowing that the chrono is down. And that Slark is very, very farmed. He was missing some last hits in the lane, but has really recovered with some easy kills with the help of the relocate and, of course, the Midas. So that's a very, very fat Slark. We're now with an Aegis.
SMI Midas seems to be very common. At least right now, that's the build a lot of people are going for. Again, Slark can be built in multiple ways, but with that, he'll be able to fight no problem. Glyph's going to come, and they're going to try to defend top lane. They have an Aegis. There's no reason not to. So at this point in time, if you're Meepwn'd, you probably just have to wait out the Aegis as best as possible and hope that you don't get relocated on. So Hanskin's going to walk mid, and he's going to find Weehaw. And Hex is going to go relocate. This is just Hanskin is doing really well with this. Figure goes as well, and Ice Blast, they get the kill. They might get Hanskin. I don't think he'll shatter Wave of Terror. Now he's shattering for sure. That Wave of Terror just hurt so much.
We'll see. His HP is pretty low altogether, so yeah, it didn't get down to the 11%, I think is what it is, or 10%.
I think it's, yeah, something like that. I think it's 12, actually. I'm not sure, but it wasn't enough, apparently.
10 at level 1.
Yeah, level 1, that's right. He was at 85 HP. Another tick, and he's dead. That's correct. 10 HP short. That's unfortunate. Hani's like, that should have been a kill. I've been gypped. He is almost level 2 ultimate, though, and he has a point booster, so hopefully he can get to that Ags.
We talk about how Furion's not picked up a lot, and I do like the hero, but I feel like he just hasn't really done that much. And I don't know if the Maelstrom here is honestly the correct item decision. It's kind of awkward, though. Like, what do you go for if not for the Maelstrom? For an Orchids? Because Orchids isn't very good when they're just 5-manning. It literally feels like it does nothing.
Yeah.
And they're just going to have to, like, I guess dodge them, because the 5-man right now in the team fight for NiP is very, very strong. Much stronger than that of Meepos, especially now with the recent victories in the last fights. Meepwn'd is very strong with their ultimates of Void, but that's about it. Like, with that down, you can just tell that NiP is just like, let's go fight. There's nothing they can do.
And maybe at some point Simba has to think about ratting or just split pushing in general, but it's kind of like, well, maybe they could have gone for another hero instead of this Nature's Prophet. I know Simba's very, very solid on his Timbersaw, which he played yesterday. I don't know if that's the right choice this game, but with the Timbersaw faces Void, that's not a bad combo.
Look at these Ancients that the troll is taking. Why are they stuck in the trees here?
What the hell? How did that happen?
There was 3 of them. Was this from a Furion Sprout?
Yeah, might be, yeah.
There was a bug posted on Reddit. Did you see it? Where like the Furion sprouted Roshan up onto the hill here.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, it was pretty funny.
That's pretty embarrassing if you're Roche. Blink, Era getting a jump on Exist here. He gets pounced as well, and he actually is in trouble. And he'll try his best to survive, but well, not enough. Even with the whirling axes. So nice kill coming through from the Seal Kit and Era. And yeah, they're starting to dominate now. They're starting to take control of the map, and suddenly Meepwn'd are in a position where this game was even a couple minutes ago. It's now a 5,000 net worth lead for NiP. So
yeah, and I can't give really all the hate to Furion, because he's got a nice score. He's 2-1 and 2. He had some very nice early movement early on in the game. Actually, probably the bigger thing is Troll, who's 1-3 and 3 and has just Phase Boots and an Ogre Club and a Helm of the Dominator, but this is not the farm you expect in a Troll in this metagame. Normally you expected tons of big items. He's running to people, he's insane, you can't put him down. But Exist has not really had the ball rolling in this game. It doesn't seem to be like too effective.
It's surprising. Exist played a really solid Troll yesterday, but this game is not going well for him. And I think a lot of the weight is on Weehaw's shoulders right now, and he's Maelstrom, he's another Mithril Hammer, maybe for a BKB. More than likely, and we'll see if they can get something done. He's walking right on top of an observer where they're going to ping him out. Era's going to be walking nearby. He has Aegis. He's going to jump on him. Weehaw might have to use his Chronosphere, or he's just going to time walk away. No pounce going.
Yeah, the big thing here, I think, is that how fast Jonathan Fan farmed in the jungle after he left. Stun is missed by Hansky, but the Hex is there.
And Violet is going to get caught out. Weehaw is very close to that and falls so quickly. They finger one, they just kill the other with Era's right click and the Spirit's going. And my God, he died so fast.
There's just no help. Like, The Venge swap is it. No one else can run in the team fight and be like, yeah, let's go fight now. They're initiate on him. They're just not team fighters. Ancient Apparition is not a team fighter. Hani is very farmed, though. He's actually almost got Ags. But Nature's Prophet is not a team fighter early on. And the Troll has just no items.
Yeah,
So NiP is just... I mean, I liked the lineup from Meepwn'd. I thought it was really, really nice. But this NiP lineup, they're just farming way faster. Everyone's so much more farmed on their lineup, so... That's the big problem. And Era is getting all these easy kills, and he just bought a Blink, still has 3,000 gold to spend on something else. I'm guessing, what, Scotty? Just to beef up and get even more slow? Or Basher, of course, is very strong.
I would say either of those two choices are excellent for Era at this point. He's got all the time in the world, all the farm in the world. The only thing they really need are these tier 2 towers in the bottom and mid lane. Mirage, actually, he misses the pounce, but Exist is going to get away, the TP is going to go, and I don't think he gets the kill even with the pounce. It might have been close.
Yeah. Enigma I don't think was quite in range, so probably doesn't get the kill. Maybe thinking he wants to get a Basher just in case so he can cancel TPs for people trying to TP away from him. Because that's the biggest Slark counter. It's just TPing away, but yep, there it is. The Basher.
Not anymore, it's not. The Basher's going to come out and, well, some people are going to die. Some people are going to get bashed up, especially when they're TPing. Like, oh, he's a Basher, but... The one thing that, again, surprised me, we talked about this earlier, is that Jonas Safan has not used Black Hole once this game, and it's not like they need it, really.
No,
Their positioning's so good, Malphite, they have everything to get kills quickly. I mean, their damage is really high with the output they've got.
That's the scary thing, too, when you know you're winning fights without it, because then that means it becomes neglected by the other team because they're just not used to fighting against it, even though they have the tools to fight against it, which is the Void and, of course, the Venge swap. But they start to win a team fight, and then towards the end of the already won team fight from NiP, then they use the Black Hole, and it's just the icing on the cake. And that's when the early GGs come out. Honestly, that's how it usually pans out, and I could see it panning out
the party
here.
Black Hole coming out for...
The party yeah, I like that.
And then Enigma's got his party hat on. He's like, let's party. Let's have a good time, everybody. And, well, unfortunately, Meepwn'd might be on the receiving end, and the party is not for them.
Yeah, they're gonna need like a 3 to 4 man Chronosphere, honestly. That's a scary thing.
Tough gig for Weehaw. Again, a lot on his shoulders. He might go on 8 Mother. Is he gonna be Chrono? Yep, he gets the Poison Nova off. Hanskit comes in, but he has a BKB, and actually Hanskit's gonna die with one more right click. Oh, can he get it? There it goes. Weeha's still in trouble, though. Time Walk available in 2 seconds. He might be able to get out. He's going to Time Walk onto the cliff, and Era misses his Blink Dagger, and Weeha's going to survive. That's a huge kill. Huge 2 kills, in fact, coming up from Meepwn'd, wasting a lot of time. They get relocated back bottom. Jonas Fan going into the tower, blinks away, actually. And now Existence in trouble. They're going to come in. Pounce on Hani. Hani in trouble, and Existence like, oh, God, I've got no backup here. The Shadow Dance going in. He pops his face, but he's still trying to get to the high ground. And Era is just walking in. Malphite goes, Pounce as well, and Weeha's going to jump onto Era. No ultimate, but Era is man fighting him. Bashes up, and Weeha falls. Triple kill for Era. It's just that kind of game for NiP's Era. Just wrecking faces.
He's got a really nice supporting cast behind him that just has so much farm. Like, I underestimated how much these heroes can do with farm. I mean, obviously, I know Slark IO is very strong. I said that. The big thing to me, though, is that this Enigma just farmed so fast in the jungle. Normally when I see, and I'm basing this off of what I've seen before, which is Enigmas start off in the lane, they don't get too much, it looks really bad. They go to the jungle, they don't farm quickly because they didn't start there. And then you're like, off-lane Enigma sucks, but no, he farmed really fast. And, yeah, they're just trampling over Meepwn'd. Without this Chronosphere, like I said, they got nothing. This Troll has nothing.
Yeah. The Troll is really, I think, the big issue coming out from Meepwn'd. He just doesn't really accomplish anything. Swap in onto Era. He's got a Dark Pack. They don't match Missile, so even if he did get match Missile, it wouldn't have mattered. But they're going to relocate on Simba, and he's going to blink away, and he's going to try to TP. Actually, he's going to make it out, I think. They can bash him, but he doesn't get there in time. Good blink from Simba.
Well, Hani has a lot of farm. If they can hold the base long enough to where they can actually get some more farm under their cores. Hani actually has more net worth than the Troll, to put it in perspective.
Yeah, it's kind of an issue. Seal Kid's going to get caught out as he relocated top. He'll try to tether away, and he actually will make it to Jonas Fan, but there's going to be a Chronosphere. Oh, he only gets it onto Jonas Fan, and actually Weeha is going to get hexed up. And they're going to leave. No, he's going to BKB, and now they're going to jump in. Era's going to try to fight this. An awkward engagement, to be sure, from Meepwn'd. And Era's like, please, let's keep going. Time Walk away. Weehaw is going to get out. On the other side of things, they're going to go right into Adi. He gets caught. He's dead. That's a Shiva's guard actually coming out for the Enigma. An awkward Chronosphere leads to nothing, essentially, for Meepwn'd. In fact, they lose a hero because of it.
He's got a Shiva's, too. This Midas pickup was definitely the right pickup.
He's farmed. He's super farmed.
I'm just really impressed with the Enigma play. I mean, it looks like it's the Slark show, and it really is, but he's doing what he should be doing, and he's doing, like, what's honestly just kind of easy. You just run around with the Wisp on your side and just run at people. But the Enigma just found so much farm, man. I'm just really, really impressed with him.
Also, Enigma successful for one of the, well, not the first times, but it's getting back in.
If Zai could have done this at TI, they would have gone to the grand finals. Most likely.
That's true. Ugh. You gotta bring up the bad memories, man.
That was so awful.
I don't think they were happy with that game. I actually took a cab ride with them that day. They were playing that series with Peter in Universe, and they were talking about how they just got the $1 million for getting top 3.
Uh-huh.
And then the cab driver was like, "You guys are gonna win the whole thing," and Peter just like, "Well, maybe." I remember that cab ride, and afterwards I'm like, "God damn it! Oh, Peter, you guys were so close."
Yep. Good times. Good times. Great fun.
TI4 was a lot of fun. DAC, I'm so jealous. We don't get to be there. All the players having a good time. The TI 4.5, if people have called it.
Yeah, I don't want to. First of all, one, I hate traveling. Two, I don't want to go to China. So
yeah, that's
I don't
true.
care.
I've heard so many horror stories, especially from Charlie, who's just like, "Man, China's just awful."
I don't know why they think China's awful. I just think it's far away. I don't want to go on a 14, 15-hour plane ride.
Oh, come on, man. It's the dream.
Oh, God. I hate plane rides. I hate them more than anything.
That is the problem. Like, I get super excited to go to an event, like going to TI or going to the Summit or like the TI4 qualifiers, and then I'm just like, oh, wait, I have to actually just travel 5 hours in this really tight compartmentalized space, so...
TI's fine by me because it's literally like... I mean, I'm from Seattle, basically. So,
yeah, so you're good.
Like, I'm in Vancouver now, which is a 3-hour drive. And then, yeah.
Anywhere else, not so much.
Yeah, no. Anywhere else. Ugh, I hate planes. Anyway.
Back to the game.
NiP in a great spot. Slark, what did he go for? Oh, yeah, the Abyssal, of course. Jesus. What do you do against this guy? Like, you can't even chrono him now because the, like, you can't even chrono him if the Wisp is out, too, because he can just relocate him out. He has an Aegis.
What? How did he see Hani? Oh my god, he walked right through this Observer Ward, and Era gets godlike off of that. That's ridiculous.
Hani does that a lot, too. He will sit in trees for a long time. They're
gonna chrono Jonas fan. Shiva's guard, he's like, oh, Weeha's here. They relocated on him, and now the BKB goes for Weeha. He's gonna have to leave. They actually both TP out. Blake Ward, no bash coming up for Era, unfortunately, off the pounce away after the blink. So, 2 dead on the side of Meepwn'd, both supports. Jonas fan does fall. Alright. So they only need this tier 2 tower mid, and maybe to get an Aegis. Actually, they already have the Aegis, since like they just took Roshan.
The scary thing is this troll has been trying so desperately to get a BKB, his only first real item, but that does not remedy any problems right now, like, that he's having. Like, the Slark is still going to truck him. The Venom ulti's still going to go through. They can still hex him before he uses the BKB. They can still black hole him, for that matter, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just, the troll is just not getting things done. His item decisions not very strong. But then again, you can't really fault him for an item decision when he has no items to begin with, so it's just really, really hard for him.
This game was actually looking pretty okay for him to begin with, and then all of a sudden it just kind of spiraled out of control. Hanskin's actually going to get ice blasted. He might die. He has no health. He might shatter. No, he should be okay. So the Aghanims, yes, but we'll see if he goes down.
Oh,
he's going to stay alive? Yeah, he's
quite
good. So he'll just regen up. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they have to take this and push this out. And they've done a pretty good job of split pushing. You look at this tier 2 tower, it's actually almost dead. Era is going to spot out Simba, who will TP away. Weeha is actually going to TP out as well. And alright.
Well, honestly, if I'm Era, I go for Scotty or even a Butterfly here. Because the Chronosphere is going to have to have a MKB through that if he wants to. It no longer just disables the evasion.
Yep.
So, Scotty, just either tank up or get that butterfly. I think would be the best thing. Weehaw, he gets initiated on.
He is dead. Earthspike, Finger of Death. Weehaw is going to fall. Ice Blast is going to go. It's going to miss. Tenacious Wrath doing some damage, but Hanske with the Blink Dagger jumping in, getting a very nice initiation. That's more than enough to get the kill, and he's down for 63 seconds. He does have buyback. Air in the mid lane kills Pylai Die. Centaur Conqueror Stomp is going to go, and that's kind of funny. But that's still dead. Bash. Centaur, get out of there, buddy. Oh, goodbye.
I guess that's the beauty of NiP's lineup is like I see these BKBs coming out, but they do absolutely nothing. I feel I don't feel that they help them one bit. Like they're gonna stop them from getting hexed and stunned by the lowly support Lion, but that's it. Like that's really it.
Air's still gonna man fight. He's still gonna dish out all of the damage.
Well, his Aegis did go out, and he did get hit by the AA ulti a little bit.
Buyback. Air realizes that they need to leave. They've taken the tier 3 tower, and they're gonna back up. And that's right. You talked about it. He is gonna get the butterfly.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And they just baited out the buyback from the Void. That's really big. He had 3,200 gold before he died. Now he's got 1,800 with the buyback down.
Hansken actually getting overcharged by Sealkid during that. He was in some trouble with the Ice Blast. Then after that, they just overcharge him and he stays alive. And now they have the top 3 net worth. Even Weehaw started falling behind because, of course, he had to buy back. He died there in that bottom lane, whereas he could have been farming. And Era is more than 10,000 ahead of the Faceless Void at this point, which is an absurd number. He has Midas, Abyssal, Butterfly, Blink, Sancho, and Yasha. With bots selling the Midas to get another item, he'll be 6 slotted, so...
Yep. Really good for him. Might even think about getting a BKB, or not BKB. Well, he could get BKB, but no, you don't want BKB when you're this far ahead with a Wisp behind you. Probably wants to get an MKB so you can get rid of the Whirling Axes mischance, which is the most annoying thing in the world, mind you.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
Trolls like the Swiss Army knife. He has so many things at his disposal. Bash chance, miss chance, whirling axes, slow, attack speed. This guy's crazy. He's got everything in his kit.
Doesn't seem to be much this game, unfortunately.
No. And you might have everything at your disposal, but if you have no farm for it, then it becomes very lackluster, so...
They're trying to bait him up top, actually, but I don't know if you can bait this when they have so much damage on NiP.
He's going to go in Arrow. Anyways, Arrow's going to go through, but there's the BKB Chronosphere, and it actually catches Arrow. No, he didn't catch him inside the Chrono. He misses the Chronosphere. Hani's actually going to fall as well with the Abyssal Blade coming out. Arrow actually does get Ice Blasted. He's very low. He might shatter here. I would be surprised if he didn't. And he does go down. That's a huge beyond godlike streak that goes to Hani. And they take down the Io as well. So they do bait out the Troll. And they get 2, but they lose 2 in the process.
It was a zoning ulti. Come on now.
It was a zoning ulti.
They didn't have other members of NiP there, though. Oh yeah, Hani is going to be super wealthy after that. So he died, but he's got 2,100 to his name, which is great. The Midas is going to really need to help bump him to level 16, because that's going to be huge for him.
I don't know, like, what do you get, though, with this gold that you have now?
Well, you gotta deal with the Slarks, and he doesn't have a BKB. So I would say sheep. Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be a ways away, but I would think Hex. Force Staff isn't very good because you can't force people away from the pounce. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, I just don't like unless he gets another one of those kills. I don't see him ever. Yeah, he goes Blink Dagger, and I guess that. He's never actually going to get enough farm for a site, though. That's the problem. So.
That is the problem. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, once AA really has the Ags, don't really need anything else, honestly. Like I said, except for the Hex, but
that's going to be a long
even
ways.
Hex is kind of like iffy against Slark because if you do it before or after he dark packs and you don't see it, it basically wastes your 5,600 gold item or however much it costs.
This is a game that I think Meepwn'd could come back from. They might be super far behind right now, almost 20,000 net worth, but if they could just find a way to deal with this, like you talked about with, say, a Hex or just anything, and actually get the Troll to have any sort of semblance of farm, they have enough to deal with, I think, a lot of these heroes, but easier said than done. They will smoke up, and if they can catch Arrow with a Chronosphere, they might be able to take him down yet again. And that would be his second death of the game. They're going to walk right into him. Chronosphere gets off just in time. And he will relocate him right out. Yeah, that's just,
Easy. I mean, that's just very standard to be expected. So they will come back, I imagine. I think he got hit by the... No, he didn't. He didn't get hit by the ulti. Okay.
And they
So
relocate
here they
back
go.
in. Pylai Die realizes he doesn't have a TP scroll. He came up here without one for whatever reason. He'll go Scepter. He'll get pounced, and he's going to get Malphite to death by 8 Mother actually getting the kill with the right click. And yeah, I mean that... I don't know, unless you get the IO in the Chronosphere as well, or if you get Era like on the very far side of the Chronosphere, that's going to happen every time, I think.
Yep, it really is. You have to get the Wisp in it. So that's the scary thing. And the scarier thing now is that with the Chrono being down, it's just a big opening for NiP. Like I said, they know, or they should know, that there's really no way to kill him. Oh, he misses the pounce, unfortunately. BKB active.
BKB's similar thing about TPing. He's going to get Abyssal, and that's
God
it.
damn.
He's just going to die. Essence Shift, though, I mean, he has a lot of stacks. He has 12 stacks, and Shiva's Guard, Weehaw in trouble. Earthspike actually just misses. They don't have vision. It's right there. That was the line to the Shiva's Guard, and Weehaw just goes right into the trees. He'll actually time walk away. TP's on cooldown for another second.
They could have killed him, too, if they saw him, because his TP was on cooldown for 10 seconds at the time. So I don't know if the NiP knows it, but Roshan has respawned. And they might walk into it and check it out. I think they're going to.
Jonas Fan's bots, Medallion, Blink, Shiva's Midas, and a freaking Bloodstone.
God.
Courier has been killed.
What?
Oh, did
Courier's
that go
killed.
down? Oh yeah, Simba was in the base. He actually,
Oh, okay.
he just sniped it. These are the plays you make that, like, those are some pub plays, but at the same time, like when you're behind and you know where the courier is and you can get it, it's a nice play. I don't think they had an observer ward there either. They just kind of saw it was going back, I believe, from home. So courier goes down, they get some extra gold, and that's nice, but how much is that really? Oh.
Aegis and Cheese coming up here. Aegis goes to Slark. The Cheese should be picked up by Wisp. Well, they're actually going to give it to 8 Mother, it looks like.
He can't. What is he dropping here?
He should
though?
drop his Void Stone. Yeah.
And they don't. Yeah, the thing is they don't have the courier, so he can't put the Void Stone on the courier. So that
Just
Void
like-
Stone is actually just gonna fall.
yeah.
If somebody goes in there, they'll just kill it. But at the same time, it's a Void Stone. It's not that much money.
Oh, Hanskin's picking it up. I guess you could share it too. Easy. Easy mana regen for the
Wait,
Lion.
does that work? I didn't think that would actually work.
It's not grayed out, so... Oh,
Yeah, I
missed
guess
a
so.
kill. Slark got an easy one on Troll.
Yeah. Oh, exists the unfortunate plays continue for the orange troll player.
The orange player.
Dude, I use that a lot. I don't know why.
It's an NEL thing.
It is. It really is. Meepwn'd, they are desperately trying to get themselves and stay in this game. And Weehaw's almost got his MKB, but he will not be able to have buyback if he just buys it outright.
I don't
He's
think you
actually
can
just
afford
gonna
to
keep
save for
going.
buyback here. I think
Yeah.
you just need to go all out.
And the problem though is that I mean he does damage, but there's just no real way to lock all out of these heroes down. The relocate might come out. I mean they need a huge Chronosphere, and Steel Kid you can imagine is gonna have really good positioning, so that doesn't happen. Flip is
ulti
gonna go.
coming.
It's gonna fly in, but who's gonna hit? They're gonna jump in Chronosphere as well. Seal Kid might go for the relocate on a Jonasen fan here. He's thinking about it. Nope. They're gonna go into Aaron instead, who by the way has Aegis. There's gonna be the Poison Nova coming out. Swap out Weehaw is just taking so much damage, and guess what? No buyback because he just bought that MKB. And they really didn't need much there. Jonasen fan buys back. He's got a bots in. He's actually at the tower pretty much right now. So Abyssal Blade on to exist from Era. Era's gonna get a double kill. Exist is dead. Buyback coming in from Hana. Jonas Fan still no black holes this game. 40-minute game, 0 black holes. Can we get a victory black hole, Jonas Fan?
Come
party
on, man.
black hole
Give
fuel.
it to us. There you go.
Ice Blast flying in. Era will take that damage again. Still has Aegis. Top lane, Simba's pretty much given up on defending. He's gonna try to split push, and he might eventually get that tier 3 tower, but at that point he's gonna have his base is gonna be gone. So this looks like it will be NiP's game 1 victory here. And Meepwn'd, they're going to have to just say, well, listen, let's get back into it in game number 2. Let's get a good draft going our way. And no,
Yep, and that Troll plus Void combination gets a lower win rate now as a result of this. And I don't really think it's because of the combination. Like, I think the Void played well. It was one NiP had a pretty decent draft against this. And the Troll just got absolutely nothing. He's got a BKB at 42 minutes. So, and they had a better early game start too. I think the score was like 8-3 or something like that.
yeah.
And then as soon as the Wisp relocate came online,
Oh, he
there's
gets the black hole. He gets 3, but there's no follow-up. Hanskin comes in. Earthspike onto 3 as well. There's the party black hole. Party.
Woo!
Hanskin's gonna hex up on the wheel. He's gonna back up. And they're gonna just jump in. There's the BKB from Weehaw, but Era actually going to work with the Basher. Chronosphere, he's in the air in the Chrono with the bounce. There's the Earth Spike. The Ice Blast going in. Era is dead. He's dead for 99 seconds, in fact. He's gonna buy back immediately. BKB going on the backside. Hanskin trying to go to work here on the other side of things. Pilot Eye's gonna fall. Double kill for Ani, actually. The buyback coming in from Hanskin. As he was in trouble. Poison Nova's gonna go, and Weehaw is gonna fall. He'll buy back immediately. You notice the fan still his black hole down, and just kind of all the shenanigans happening right now. They're gonna eventually go for the Tier 4 tower. MKB done for Simba,
Middle tower has fallen.
and GG is called. That's gonna be game 1.
Has fallen.
Yep.
Ancient is
And it's unfortunate Simba has to end the game 2-1 and 5 with a decent score, but he just really felt like he couldn't really join fights, and I don't blame him. I don't think he could. I think the team fight was just very, very strong from NiP. I was a little skeptical at first just because I thought the offlane Enigma wouldn't get much, but that was proven wrong, as Jonas fan really took off, and doesn't look like he did much with the stats, but his early